Robert1 here, coming at you with Duels and Deck Profiles, a segment on my channel where we talk about decks that are already in the game, coming out in the game, in the OCG, or just TCG exclusive decks, show you guys the deck profile and give you some duels to show you how the deck currently functions. Now, today I did a poll, and honestly on that poll, everybody voted for Toons instead of Soten, so we're going to be doing a Toon Duels and Deck Profiles today because, well, it's Toons. Master Pegasus is very good with his Toons. You good boy. But yeah, so we're going to be looking at Toons today because honestly, you lot voted for it. I've been wanting to do it for a while. I've just been kind of hesitant to show a build because Toons, they're not the most competitive deck. They're very hard to actually make a competitive build of Toons overall, and try to make it actually playable in the meta. And honestly, it's not the easiest thing to do. Now, the build I've got here, I'm going to be honest, I've tried to make this as meta as possible because I feel like it's the best build I could personally make as myself. But honestly, Toons, they're a very hard deck to make into a competitive scene. And honestly, I don't think this deck is competitive in the slightest. I feel like this is a very cool rogue or fun deck to play. But if you guys came here to see a competitive Toon deck profile, I'm going to be honest, this is the most competitive thing I could possibly make with Toons. It is a very, very consistent, very strong, and it has its own sort of unique ways to play the game. And honestly, guys, if you like Toons overall, I would definitely suggest this deck list because, like, it has a lot of the newer cards in it, but this is how you should be playing Toons in today's format if you do want to actually play Toons. But yeah, without further ado though, let's actually get into the deck profile, get into some games, and show you guys what the deck essentially does. So, starting off, we play 2 Toon BLS, one of the new Toon monsters that can actually attack the turn it's summoned. Gasp! And you basically want to be playing this, 2 of this, because 1, it's one of the monsters you're going to reveal for your Toon page flip, because this card summons Toons from your deck, and 2, because this card is actually a free removal. This card says you can banish 1 card on the field, but it can't attack the turn it's summoned, and this card can also attack the turn it's summoned, unlike majority of Toons. So, Toon BLS is one of the best Toons in the deck, I'm not going to lie. You want to be playing this at least 2 because of Toon page flip. You could play it at 3, I just prefer playing it at 2 because I feel like 2 is the correct number for the big Toons, because then you're not going to brick and then just be like, oh, well, I lost the game because I bricked. So I just feel like that is 2 BLS is the correct number. Same with 2 Toon Dark Magician. This card cannot attack the turn it's summoned, sadly, but this card is actually very strong as well, being that you can discard 1 Toon card from your hand and either special summon a Toon monster from your deck, ignoring summoning conditions, or you can add 1 Toon, spell, or trap from your deck to your hand. So this is basically a very strong card that says I can either get a free summon from my deck, or I can add any of the spell or trap cards in my deck to my hand, which just gives me a bit more consistency with cards like Toon page flip. So, very good card. You should only play this card at 2 as well, in my personal opinion, because, well, you're not going to be able to summon it very easily. Also, 2 Toon Red Eyes. This is the only other Toon that I would suggest you play that is of a higher level, for the pure fact that this one says you can special summon any Toon from your hand, ignoring summoning conditions. So you could be like, oh, I've got the Dark Magician or the BLS in my hand, so that's literally just a free summon. And also, because we're playing the Dark Magician and the Red Eyes, that kind of gives us rank 7 plays as well, which is very good in my personal opinion in Toons. Even though we don't really care about extra deck, having access to like maybe a Red Eyes to deal the last couple of damage, Mecha Phantom Beast Draco Sack to just destroy some cards, or a Big Eye to steal some cards, it is very useful in that fact as well. And then on to the last 2 monsters we are playing, 3 Toon Harpy Lady. Now, this is a very good Toon card for the fact that if you control Toon World, or Toon Kingdom, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if you control another Toon monster, you get to destroy 1 spell and trap card on the board. Now, what does this essentially mean? Well, I'm an MST and a free summon in 1 card, and that's what makes her very, very strong. Just being a free summon that gives you free resources and free ways to kill things and just gives you advantage throughout the game is a very good card, and in Toons that have very little things like that, it's very nice to see a card like Toon Harpy Lady come around. Now, you can also play cards like Toon Mermaid as well to kind of give you more of a rank 4 engine. As you can see, I am playing some rank 4s in the deck, but I felt like because I'm playing a lot of other cards and I didn't really want to brick a lot or have risk of bricking, I chose to play just the Toon Harpy Lady, because even though we can't do it all the time, we still have ways to go into rank 4 plays as well. And also, majority of the time, we're not using our normal summon anyway. Next we play free Planet Pathfinder. Now, this card is actually a very good card in general in Yu-Gi-Oh! For the fact that you contribute this card on the board to add one field spell from your deck to your hand. Now, in Toons, I built this so we don't need our normal summon. We don't need it at all for any of our Toon monsters, and honestly the deck is very heavily reliant on Toon Kingdom, so I wanted to put cards in there that would help me get to Toon Kingdom a lot quicker. And what did I choose to do with that? I chose Planet Pathfinder. Because we're not using our normal summon, we can literally just normal summon this card and search Toon Kingdom from our deck to our hand. It gives us instant access into the Toon Kingdom, which will just allow us to play the game, since pretty much all the cards in the deck rely on Toon Kingdom. So Planet Pathfinder is just absolutely insane, and I would definitely recommend this as a free of in any Toon deck. Plus it is a level 4 monster as well, so if you do want to go into a rank 4 play and you already have Toon Kingdom, you can just normal summon this, special summon Toon Harpy Lady, and maybe make a Boosker or a Tornado Dragon or something along those lines. We are also playing hand traps such as free Ash Blossom and free Effect Veiler. We gotta play some ways to kind of stop Adamantipator, Elder Lich, all these decks that just like combo off, and these are the cards that will do it the most, I think, along with the free Imperm as well. So we do want to play as many ways to kind of stop those decks so we can actually play our initial Toon strategy. Onto spells, we're playing free Pot of Extravagance. We do not really care about our X deck in the slightest, so Extravagance can be very useful in that fact. One, terraforming, because same as Pathfinder, we want to get to Toon Kingdom as quickly as possible, and having 4 ways to search it, well, more than 4 ways to search it is very good. One Monster Reborn, just to revive any of our Toon monsters, or maybe Pathfinder if we need another Toon Kingdom. One free Toon Table of Contents, searches any Toon card from the deck. Free Toon Bookmark, which is slightly different than Contents, because it searches a card that specifically lists Toon World in its name. So you could, so with this, what you can add is literally any of your Toon monsters, because they all list Toon World in its name, Toon Page Flip, which lists Toon World to be activated, Toon Comic Hand, which requires Toon World to be activated, and Toon Terror, which also requires which also has Toon World in its text. So this card is basically really strong, and it also has a nice effect in the graveyard where if your Toon Kingdom, or Toon World I should say, would be destroyed, you can banish this card from your graveyard to protect it from that destruction. So very good card in general. Like literally majority of the time when you get Toon Contents, you're going to be using this, you're going to be searching Toon Bookmark and search anything, so your Toon Kingdom will have that added on protection in the deck. Next, we also play free free Toon Page Flip, because this card is actually really good in Toons. If you control Toon World, you can reveal free Toon monsters in your deck. Toon BLS, Toon Black Dark Magician, and Toon Red Eyes will be the normal ones you reveal. And randomly your opponent picks one of them and summons it ignoring summoning conditions. So you're going to be summoning the BLS, you're going to be summoning the Dark Magician, or the Red Eyes at random, so it's basically can guarantee you your plays. If it's the BLS, it's fine because of you have the Toon Kingdom and you have a free removal. If it's the Dark Magician, then you're literally just going to go ahead and summon Dark Magician. So you're either going to summon Red Eyes or the BLS anyway, or even search a spell or trap. And if it is the Red Eyes, then if you got a Toon in your hand, you can literally just summon it for free. So this is a very good card, and it's a quick play spell, so you can use it during your opponent's turn. One Toon Comic Hand. This card is basically Snatch Steal if you control Toon Kingdom or Toon World. I have no reason not to play this card. It's literally a one-of. It's searchable throughout the whole deck, and it can literally just win games in Toons anyway, so it's a very good card as a one-of in the deck, in my opinion. And finally, for the last spells, we play free Toon Kingdom, because this card counts as Toon World while on the board, and because of that, you go ahead and get to summon it. Plus, it prevents your Toons from being targeted by card effects, and it also protects Toons by banishing one card face down from your deck. So, very strong card in my personal opinion, and should definitely be played free. Do not play this deck without Toon Kingdom. And finally, we play free Impermanence as the last hand trap, and one Toon Terror, because this card is actually a Solemn Judgment in the deck if you control a Toon World and a Toon monster. So it's a bit of restriction, but it's a one-of, it's searchable, and if you are going to have it, you're going to search it, and you will most likely have the ways to use it on the board. For extra deck, which honestly is not that much important, we're playing one Bujinte Aharshima. I think that's how you pronounce that. I probably destroyed its name. And we're playing this basically because it's literally just, I summon it, I make a rank 4 play, and then from there I use the effect and then just destroy a spell and trap card my opponent controls in just a sequence. It's not something you're going to make very often, but it can come up. One Nightmare Phoenix, because this card is just a free MST. One Nightmare Unicorn, because it's just a free removal. One Blackluster Soldier, Soldier of Chaos, because this card can actually be made in this deck fairly easy thanks to Toon Page Flip and literally your 6 level 7 or higher monsters right here. So that's there. Appaloosa, you're probably never going to make it, but if you can, you can. Access code Talker. We play link monsters that we're going to kill, so if we do something this and we have something in the graveyard, then it's just literally more damage to go for game. One Boral Sword, if you can have OTK. One Unchained Abomination, because this card can literally just be like, hey, I'm gonna kill your stuff for free. One Abyss Dweller, because graveyard relevance. One Daguster Emerald to recycle monsters. One Babuska to kind of stall for time if you don't have a good hand. One Tornado Dragon to MST back row. One Big Eye to steal monsters. One Draco Sack to kill cards. And one Red Eyes just to deal that burn damage so you can kind of hurt your opponent a bit. Now, this is the build that I've kind of come up with. It's a very fun build, and I'm really enjoying my testing with it. But we'll have to see what it can do in some games. So we're going to go ahead and get to some games right now. So our first opponent will hopefully be this Rastafari man. And we'll go ahead and go with Rock because of, well, we lost to Paper Gang, guys. The Rock Gang lost to Paper Gang. And we've opened a very good board for our opening hand. Honestly, very nice indeed. So this is what I'm saying, like, we're up against Salad. Yeah, I'll do that. Like, it's the Solomon Great Circle. It makes sense to Ash that. It's a one-of in the deck. If he has the Signet Mining, well, I guess I just take that L, don't I? But yeah. Man had the Signet Mining, guys. He had it. Oh, he's so good at the game. He's gonna add Lady Debug. Like I'm almost 900% sure this man is going to add a Lady Debug from his deck to his hand. Like, no debate. This guy is going to add Toon. He's going to add Lady Debug from his deck to his hand. If he doesn't, he's just bad. Come on, show me it. Show me the Lady Debug. I know you're going to add it. Like, it's not even a question. See, guys. I top Nats with Salad. I know Salad in and out. I've got Salad in my drawer. Yeah, I already know that what's going to happen. We're going to... You think you're going to resolve your Lady Funny guy. This guy's a joker. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and stop that. So we've had the 2 hand traps. Like, this is what I'm saying. You kind of need hand traps in any deck nowadays to actually be able to stop certain decks. He's going to be able to get into a decent play, though. He's probably going to go ahead and contact this off and make the Heater, the Fire Charmer, to steal the Ash Blossom that's currently in my graveyard and possibly go into a rank 3. The man has will. He has the will of the Solomon Great, guys. He has the will of the Solomon Great. We're going to see how well we can do with Toons, though. Honestly, I don't expect a lot. I don't, but I want to see how far I can go. So he's going to go ahead and make a Sunlight Wolf. That's fine. He's going to contact... He has the Parallel Exceed too? What is this, man? What the heck? Oh, this isn't fair. This isn't fair. We're playing Toons. We're playing Toons, man. If he makes an MST, I literally lose. I cannot play through an MST, and that sucks. So he's definitely going to go ahead and contact the Sunlight Wolf into another copy and then add back the Solomon Great Circle. That is just a fact. Like, I don't see this guy not doing that. So yeah, he's going to overlay those to make a Babuska. Interesting choice. And he's going to end? He's not even going to try? Okay. Like, he could have added the circle. I feel like that was a misplay on his part. But, oh well, we can still try and play the game. So we're going to activate our Kingdom after drawing a Kingdom, which does kind of suck. And what the hell is that? But well, we can deal with it. Now, the biggest issue right now is that he has the Babuska, so we're not really able to do anything with our Toon cards. So we're going to have to kind of like figure out how to play the game from there. Now, so we're definitely going to go ahead and use the Toon Page Flip to go ahead and reveal 3 Toons from our deck. We're going to reveal Blue Dark Magician, a Blackluster Soldier, and a Red Eyes. and we get to go ahead and summon the Blackluster Soldier. Now, obviously, it's going to go straight to defense mode because of the Babushka, but we can't really stop that. So from there, we're going to actually just have to end our turn because we can't do anything. Now, what I would have probably done there if the Babushka wasn't summoned is I would have used the BLS and I would have banished the Sunlight Wolf to prevent him from having that recurrence, and he wouldn't be able to go very far from there. But now what this guy's going to most likely be able to do is he's going to go ahead and what he should have done last turn. He's going to go ahead and add the circle back from the graveyard, use the circle, get the Salaman Great Gazelle, and pretty much try to OTK me, because all he's really got to do is make an access code talker, and I lose from there. And I can literally just see that now because I've played so many meta decks and I know the format so well that I can see when I, as a player, will die. But yeah, wait, what? Why did you just use Will there? Summons the Sunlight, summons the Jaguar. Wait, what? What are you doing? Why are you not contacting this into another copy of itself and then going ahead and adding the circle back from your grave? Have you, like, forgotten the circle's there? Has this man forgotten the circle's there? Like, he's got the access code talker already, so it doesn't really mean anything, but, like, he's already got game, technically. Like, if he makes a Heat Leo here, I'm just gonna laugh, because, like, he can't target my Toon Kingdom with a Heat Leo. So, it's gonna be interesting. Like, I just don't know why I'm not dead yet. In all honesty, like, this is only game 1 of the Duels and Deck Profile. I honestly haven't expected to win. It's just like, hey, why not? So how does this work? This is a Splash Magician. I've been testing this. I haven't really tried Salad too much, but what does it summon to a zone it points to? You can target one side-based monster in your grave, especially in defense position, negate its effects. Yeah, so it doesn't summon to a zone it points to. So that's pretty good, actually. Like I'm not been too big on the Salaman Great train recently because I've been finding the deck very linear and it does a lot of the same stuff constantly over and over again. So I've been kind of like testing other things, but I do know the deck pretty much in and out still, and I'm surprised I'm not dead. Like, honestly, all he had to do was co-link the reincarnation link this, summon, get the circle back from the grave, add the Gazelle to hand, and it's like I'm dead. So, like, I'm confused why he's going to such big degrees when he could have literally just done this a lot easier. So he's got the access code talker. That's going to kill my Toon Kingdom. That's just fact. Then I don't know if the BLS dies. The BLS does not die, actually. Okay. So I might actually survive. I mean, if I survive, there's not much I can really do. Unless I draw, like, a Toon bookmark or something. But, wow, this guy has actually just... What is he doing? What? I've told you how he can win. But he's just playing bad. I don't know. He did this on turn 1 as well. So it's not... He must have forgotten he has the Salaman Great Circle. I can't believe he hasn't. And that's just a nail in the coffin. So... I'm literally just going to activate the Toon Kingdom and then pass. Like, I've got nothing. Like, the next card was Terraforming, then we had Pathfinder, then we had Monster Reborn. The Monster Reborn would have been nice, I'm not going to lie, because then I revived the BLS, and then the BLS I used to banish the access code talker. But, I've got double red eyes in hand. I can't do anything with this. I really can't. Him making the Babushka really did hurt quite a lot. But, honestly... I'm confused to why this guy played the way he did, and now he's just going to take 10 years to do a combo, when, honestly, this... can you just attack me with your access code talker, please? Can we just go to the next game? Can we go to the next game, please? Can you not do this to me? Can you not make me sit here for 10 years? There you go. Attack me. Attack me. There you go. There you go. So that was game 1. We kind of lost out to not drawing anything on our turn, and that is one of the things with Toons. It does have that kind of restriction at times, but hey, we'll go into another game and see what we can do. Alright, so we'll be going up against this guy called Kitty Cat, or girl called Kitty Cat, and Rock Gang's not losing yet, and we're going to Paper Gang for a bit to go ahead and win with the Rock, Paper, Scissors. So, what the hell is this hand? Okay, so with this hand, we kind of have to rely on the fact that Toon Kingdom will protect us a bit, so we're going to have to go ahead and use Planet Pathfinder, add Toon Kingdom, and then activate Toon Kingdom. What did we lose? We lost our Terror, or one of Terror, but it's not the end of the world, so we're going to go ahead and then just summon Toon Harpy Lady in defense mode, and then we're going to have to pass, because there's not really much else we can do with this hand. We have literally... comic hand, so if he does end on a card that we can target and steal, we can do things, so it's not the end of the world. And he's playing a Samorg deck. Okay, now all I'm hoping is that he does not end on an infinite negate board when I'm playing Toons. Or a way to actually pop my Toon Kingdom, because if he has a way to pop the Toon Kingdom, then we can't really go anywhere from there. And that's going to be quite upsetting. So, adds the Were-Elf from his deck to his hand. Well, he used the Were-Elf to add another level 1 monster. What level 1 was it? I actually did not see. It was a small bird of beginning. So he's got 2 birds of beginning, and he's probably going to add the last bird of beginning from his deck to his hand. Let's see if he does. Will he? I'm not sure. Honestly, I know Samorg are a deck that's very heavily reliant on summoning multiple times from the graveyard, because when your opponent has no cards in the Spell and Trap card zone, and that's something I have right now. I have no cards in the Spell and Trap card zone, so I can't really stop him from doing a lot of his plays. Oh, and he's playing a Wind Witch build as well. So sadly, though, he can't do the Wind Witch combo because he does control a monster on his board, but he does control 2, so he can actually summon the Bell from hand. But he will be taking 2k from his hand, 2k life points, because of he did additional normal summon a Samorg bird at the beginning. So he makes a Lyrilusk Nightingale. Okay, so we're up against Lyrilusk. That's not really gonna do anything against the Toon deck, because I can just attack directly. Like this is funny because we're playing Toon, so we can just attack him directly and not really care. Plus we have the Comic's Hand. So he can attack me directly with his stuff, but I'm just going to attack him directly with his stuff. And I'm also going to steal his Nightingale on his turn, which is kind of funny. And he can't OTK me with this, so it's fine. So he's going to deal quite a bit of damage. So he's just attacking as many times as he can. So he shouldn't be able to attack again. I believe it's 1 per XC's material. So yeah, I'm going to steal this. We're going to attack him multiple times, and then we're just going to kill him. And that's the funny thing with Comic's Hand, because it literally just says, I'm gonna kill you, man. It's just, I can't stop it. I just can't. So what we're gonna do here, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do it this way. We're gonna definitely steal the Nightingale. That's happening. They're definitely stealing the Nightingale. Like, I have other ways to deal with the Nightingale, but I won't steal it. So just going to detach a material, making it have a bit less attack points, but we still get to take it. Then we're going to go ahead and activate the Toon Harpy Lady, summoning it, and we are not going to destroy a Spell and Trap card, because currently us having the Lyrilusk, it's fine. We're going to go ahead and normal summon the Toon Dark Magician. It can't attack this turn, but what we're going to do is we're going to special summon Toon BLS from our deck, which will allow us to attack and deal a ton of damage. Now we'll go into the battle phase, attack a lot with his own Lyrilusk, which will gain more attack points. Oh, he can't take damage this turn, actually, can he? Because of this Lyrilusk effect. So he can't actually take any damage. So I shouldn't have attacked with the BLS then. I should have probably just banished the Moon Mirror Shield. But hey, as long as he can't get his Comic Hand back, we win. As long as he can't get the kitty cat can't get rid of the Comic Hand, he cannot stop me, so we will win this game. All comes down to that, though. Plus, I can stop myself from taking battle damage now because I do control his assembled Nightingale. So let's see what he has in his hand. Like, even still as well, he can't get over the if he doesn't have a way to get rid of the Comic Hand, or the Toon Kingdom, we still have the Dark Magician, and she surrendered. But basically, what we were going to do is we were just going to attack twice with the Nightingale. It's going to go up to 3,400, and then we're going to attack with the Toon BLS, equaling game. So that's the second game. 2 fun decks playing against each other. Honestly, this is an interesting deck, I'm not going to lie. If it wasn't for the fact that I was playing the Comic Hand, I would have probably lost that. I'm not going to lie. Well, I wouldn't have lost, actually, because of, like, I had the Toon Harpy Lady, so I could have popped the Power of the Guardians, and then I could have literally just summoned Dark Magician, then I could have banished this. But little details like that can mean a lot, can mean little. It depends on really how it goes. But let's go into one more game to show you what else this deck can do. So, last game, guys, against Junior right here. Let's see if we can actually get some good Yu-Gi-Ohs off here, and we're going to go ahead and go first, it looks like. So let's go ahead and play this game. And he's playing a 51 card deck, and we've opened a pretty good hand as well for Toons. We've opened the Extravagance, we've opened a Toon Table, Bookmark, so we pretty much got the world in our hands right now. So we're going to go ahead and activate the Pot of Extravagance. Drawing 2 cards. Oh, and we got the terraforming as well, so now we got the Toon Kingdom. So we're going to go ahead and use that. But we did draw the BLS, which is a little unfortunate, so we're going to have to reveal a Harpy Lady from our deck as well, which could give us a little bad luck, and we've also banished a Harpy Lady. But we can still go from here. We can still do stuff, so we'll have to see what happens. So we're going to go ahead and add the Toon turn page, or page flip, sorry. And then we're going to go ahead and use the page flip as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to reveal the Harpy Lady, we're going to reveal the Dark Magician, and the Red Eyes. We're going to go ahead and summon the Dark Magician from the deck. That's very good. So what we can do now is we can go ahead and use the Dark Magician. If he hasn't got a response, no he does not, and we're going to go ahead and special summon a Toon monster from our deck. We're going to go ahead and discard the BLS. And we're going to go ahead and summon the Toon Red Eyes. We're then going to use the Toon Red Eyes to special summon the BLS from our hand. As like so. And then we're going to go ahead and use the Toon Table of Continents. And we're going to go ahead and add the Toon Terror. Then we're going to just go ahead and set Terror. And let's see what we've got in what we banished. We did banish the Red Eyes, so we can't really make that. But we've got a negate. We've got Toon monsters, and we've got Effect Veiler. Good turn 1 in Toons. Good turn 1 in Toons right here. It's obviously not the best, but hey, we'll have to see what our opponent's playing. He is playing 51 cards, so he could be playing some very random meta deck, or he could be playing something completely unique. We'll have to see. So, what has our opponent got for us? So he is playing a Pendulum deck. Okay. Interesting. So he activates a Supreme King Gate Infinity. He activates a Duelist Alliance. Okay, what Pendulum card will he be adding from his deck to his hand? What will it be? Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. Okay. Activates the Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. Okay. And special summons an Odd Eyes Phantasm Dragon and a Odd Eyes Dissolver. Okay, interesting. Summons an Odd Eyes Synchron? Alright. Interesting to see where this guy's going. I'm very interested to see where it go, because at this point what I would have most likely done is literally just fusion summon into an Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, an Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon. Sorry. So it's curious. I'm curious to see where this goes. So he's ending his main phase and goes into battle phase. He's probably going to tuck the Toon Red Eyes. Yeah. Then we're just going to go ahead and trigger Toon Kingdom. He's going to go ahead and use Phantasm's effect, which will do me 1200 points of damage. But that's fine, so don't really mind that. And he's going to go into main phase 2 and pass his turn. Okay, and he's going to use Odd Eyes in the end phase to search a Pendulum with 1500 or less attack to his hand. Probably a Gate 0. Yeah, Gate 0. And we drew a Toon page flip, we drew page flip, so this is just how it works. This is just how it works, isn't it? So we go ahead and we got the Harpy Lady though. That's not very useful. I should have put that in defense as well. That's a bit of a misplay. So with what we have now and his current board, what I could just do is I could attack with all of these. Attack with all of this. Make a Nightmare Unicorn. Shuffle back the Odd Eyes Dissolver, and go from there. But at the same time, I would lose access to my Toon Terror. So what I think I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use the BLS. And that's going to go ahead and banish the Odd Eyes Phantasm Dragon. We're then going to go into battle phase. Dark Magician is going to attack the Odd Eyes Dissolver. And then Toon Red Eyes will go ahead and attack the Odd Eyes Synchron. and then we'll pass from there. So next turn, if he can't do anything, we literally just OTK him. Well, we don't OTK him, but we kill him. So he goes ahead and activates a Supreme King Gate 0. Okay. So Gate 0 is active. And then he's going to go ahead and Pendulum Summon. So he summons a Persona Dragon and an Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. Now that's going to be a bit of damage, I'm not going to lie. But as soon as he enters the end of main phase, we're going to Effect Veil of that Pendulum Dragon. Yeah, it's also smart to go ahead and stop the Duelist Alliance here because he could get like pretty much any odd Pendulum deck in his deck and then just go from there. Honestly, if he activated that sooner, he could have. No, he couldn't have. I was thinking for us. Actually, no, he could have. He could have activated the Dissolver. He could have activated this and gone ahead and add the Dissolver and the Odd Eyes back from his extra deck because he could have added Pendulum Paradox. And is he negating his own Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon? Like, I know it's not game, but I'm fine with this. So he's going to go ahead and activate his 0 gate, which will go ahead and add him a Polymerization or Fusion spell. Okay. And he adds an Odd Eyes Fusion. Honestly, you probably should have done that sooner, because I control 2 monsters. So he goes ahead and activates Odd Eyes Fusion. And that will most likely fuse the Persona Dragon and the Odd Eyes and make a Starving Venom? I mean, I think he's trying to stop himself from dying, but he can't really do that. Because he's probably going to crash into the BLS, and he's going to think that will stop him from dying. Actually, no, he's just big, because it does not target, does it? So I'm going to take a big chunk of damage. We're going to protect the Harpy Lady, because I don't want it to banish. We lose an Ash Blossom, that's not too big a deal. And then it's my turn. So literally all I've got to do now is we're playing Toons, so we just do this. So we attack directly with BLS. And then we finish him with Dark Magician. So Toon Dark Magic Attack. But yeah, that's going to be the video though, guys. Like, honestly, we played against 2 fun decks and a meta deck. Like, honestly, the meta deck, we just kind of bricked. That was kind of unfortunate, so we couldn't really do anything there on the game. But the other 2 games were pretty much just fun games. Like, honestly, I didn't really want to showcase too many meta games with Toons, because honestly, Toons are not a meta deck. They're more of a rogue/fun deck strategy overall. There's not really an easy way to make Toons meta, and that's kind of like on Konami's end a bit as well, because they could have done a lot more support in Toon Chaos. But guys, that's going to be the video though. Tell me what you think of Toons in the comment section below. Do you like the deck? Do you hate the deck? Do you like my build of the deck? Are you going to play it yourself with your mates for fun? Are you going to try and take it to a tournament and try to make it work and do some really cool games with it? Please tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Toons, they're a very fun deck. Maximilian Pegasus would be proud of the Toons in the game right now, because a lot of them are really cool, but he wouldn't be proud that his deck never really has a chance to shine. But guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Robot1 signing out. Later.